Hello, welcome to UK Barn Finds. We're at Anglia Car Auctions for their first classic car and bike sale of 2024. As you can hear, the automobilia's already started. I need to get in there and have a look because I love a bid on that. Claire's going to take you around, show you some of the cars that she's interested in. We'd love to hear what you think of them below. Cheers.
Well, hello all. It's just gone 10 on a Saturday morning, and whilst the automobilia is going through, I'm going to show you some of the cars going under the hammer a bit later on. Thanks to the magic of editing, I'm also going to show you the result after we've taken a look round each car. First up is this 1980 Vanden Plas or Plas, depending on how you wish to pronounce it. One thing I can tell you though, as Elton keeps saying to me, is that it's definitely not an Allegro. So I think it's fair to say there are mixed opinions about this particular model of car, but I actually find them quite charming. I love all the wood and the leather finish and those fold down trays that you get on the back of the front seats. When you sit in here, it's actually a really lovely place to be. I've never driven one, so I can't comment on what that's like. Perhaps one of you who've driven them in the comments can let us know. This particular example has 61,463 miles on the clock and has an MOT until October. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will recognise this as a project car from Classics Monthly magazine, and I believe they also featured it on their Classics World YouTube channel as well. I'll include a link to both in the description should you be interested to follow that up. It's been re-engined with a 1485cc engine, although I believe the original 1.7 engine is available with the sale. Mechanically, she runs and drives, recently had a brake overhaul, new tyres and headlining, and I think you'll agree she looks very well inside. Unfortunately, it's got an oil leak, so that will need some attention. In terms of the exterior, she looks pretty well, although as you can see here, the paint has micro blistered. It's a no reserve car. Let's see how she does under the hammer.
That £2,000. Thanks for letting me know and thank you for your bidding. That £2,000 still on commission, sold away once, twice. Third and final time, £2,000 on commission.
Next up is this rather cool looking 1973 Ford Cortina 1600 XL Mk3. I love the Coke bottle styling on the Mk3 and so does Elton. In fact, I think it is our favourite. This car has had 3 registered keepers, got 62,000 miles on the odometer, recently been put back on the road after being stood for many years. It's had a bit of money spent on it. It's had new brake calipers, tyres, master cylinder and wheel cylinders. Paperwork-wise, all that comes with the car is the V5. The interior looks in really good condition, and I particularly like this sloping dash. I think it looks really cool. There's been a steady stream of people admiring the Cortina, and why not? It looks pretty cool. Really good to see this dealer sticker in the back here, Alan of Romford. I wonder if that dealership is still going. If you know, tell us in the comments. The Cortina has got a guide price of 4,000 to 6,000. Ford prices are still pretty strong at the moment. Let's see how she gets on in front of the rostrum.
At £4,600, at 4,600 I'm bid. At 4,600 a bid. I sell it away once, twice. Be quick on the internet if you come in. At 4,600, yours on the telephone. I'll give you plenty of time on the net.
So sticking with the Fords, here we have a 1980 Ford Escort RS2000 Custom, an incredibly cool car which many will recognise from the TV series The Professionals with Bodie and Doyle. Yes, that was your sign to rewatch The Professionals, as I am currently. By the way, it's on ITV4 and ITVX if you're interested. This particular car was restored 15 years ago and is described as running well. It's showing over 33,300 miles on the odometer, but it has been round the clock, so it's actually 133,300 some odd miles. That said, the interior and exterior looks pretty good. I did notice a little bit of bubbling on the paint on the exterior. I do like those fishnet seats. I think they look really great. I am a bit on the fence about the colour though, which I believe is Cordoba beige. What do you think? Would you buy this in this colour, or would you hold out for something in white or signal green maybe? The car has a guide price of 26 to 30,000. Let's see what she sells for.
25,500 going twice. It is provisional at 25,500 last time of calling. That is provisional. We'll see what we can do. Thank you, both bidders.
Okay, so now it's time for a quick update for those of you that watched our previous video behind the scenes, where we followed 6 barn find cars being collected for auction. Here are the results.
I'm going to try and grab Guy and see how he thinks it's going, because I've been chatting most of the time, so I haven't got a clue. And I don't know what the expectations are. So we'll go and find him. He's probably in his office, and see if he'll come out and have a chat. You can't find anywhere quiet to do a little bit of filming in an auction house like Anglia Car Auctions, because it's really bustling today. So we're in this Rolls Royce. What sort of Rolls Royce is this, Guy?
Well, this is a Silver Spirit Rolls Royce, but it's not silver, it's yellow. I'd say it's a primrose yellow, and I've managed to rest my catalogue on this wonderful rear picnic table. I think it's
beautiful.
Can you feel the plush lambswool over rugs?
Honestly, I've had a bad back all week. I'm not going to want to get out after this. But we're here to talk business. First auction of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, do you get excited? Do you get nervous? Do you get worried?
It's a mix of everything. All the emotions go through. So after every sale, it's then a real manic time clearing up, making sure the cars get picked up, paid for, etc. Then you think you have some time, but you don't, because you're then panicking about the next auction.
And that's a normal auction, but because you've had that thing they call Christmas in between, where people don't come into work.
So it makes the January sale very hard work. So when we come back, and actually I was back in the office on the 2nd of January, it is literally all hands to the deck, a lot to do, and we're fighting against the weather as well. So all the cars that come, we like to clean them, we like to take them down the road, we like to film them. So when we can't do that, if it's raining or it's really icy.
Well, we had 2 storms in a week.
2 storms in a week. So we had the pipes frozen up.
Oh my word!
So we couldn't even make a cup of tea. The actual pipes were frozen up. So it is challenging, but it's a great buzz. And I must stress that the team here is what makes it happen. It's a family-run business, but the team, it's one big family.
I was just thinking, as you were saying, your motto could be almost something like, I don't know how, but we did it. Yeah. Because you always manage to do it. It always comes together. You're actually ready quite early this week for the viewing.
We were ahead a little bit before schedule, which was great. And it's just then time for the valeters to go around to give them that final clean, to get the descriptions done, to get the window tickets in. Everything, everybody plays a part. There's so much that needs to come together.
And how has it come together so far, do you think? Do you keep an eye on the figures?
Yeah, really pleased. I mean, it's hard to, because I'm in and out and talking to people, you only see a snapshot of what's going on. So at the end of the day, I'll be able to have a look and analyse what's happened. But no, I'm really pleased. There's always, with every sale, there's some cars that do far better than expected, and a few disappointments. You think, didn't quite get where I wanted it to, but or we wanted it to. But yeah, I'm very pleased with it.
We need to get back out there and see what the rest of the day is going to do, because
I think I'm actually quite comfortable in here.
I know, it is so comfortable.
I've never sat in the back of a Rolls with you.
When is this going for sale?
This is going for sale tomorrow.
Reserve price?
It's guided at, I think we're 8 to 10. I can't see, but I think we're 8 to 10,000. Indicated 20-something thousand miles on the clock. I've actually known of this car for probably the best part of 10 years.
It's like it's brand new in here.
It's beautiful.
I'm not trying to sell it to anyone. By the time you see this, it's too late anyway.
Yeah.
It genuinely is like brand new in here. It is beautiful.
Back to the auction. Now, in every classic auction here, they include motorbikes, but in this sale, there were over 60. I've never seen so many at this auction before. I had to take a look at this Yamaha FS1E, or Fizzy as it's affectionately known. We actually own a later FS1, an early 80s one, as you can see here, but I'd love to own one of these early ones one day. I know these are very popular in the yellow, but I love this popsicle purple. I think it looks great. This particular bike has been on display for some time, so we'll need some light recommissioning in order to get her back on the road. She's described in the catalogue as being in near concours condition, and I'm inclined to agree. Now, my brother owned a Suzuki AP50 back in the day. Which 70s ped did you think was the best? The AP50 or the Fizzy? Let me know in the comments. This bike is guided at £7,000 to £8,000. Let's see how much she goes for under the hammer.
At £7,200 it is now going once. 7.2 it is now going twice. You sure? At 7.2, last time of calling. That's provisional, internet. We'll see what we can do. It's a lovely bike, that one.
Regular viewers of the channel will know that I've fallen head over heels in love with old Austins. So naturally, this lovely 1938 Austin Big 7 caught my eye. It had a body-off restoration between 2018 and 2020. I believe this particular one is a 4-light saloon, and so called because it has 2 windows on each side. I think there's a 4-door version of these, and they were called 6 lights because they had 3 windows on each side. I'd fancy this myself, only it's just a bit too nicely finished. I'd be scared to use it in case I messed any of it up. The Big 7 was launched on the 13th of January 1937, and as Lord Austin himself said, it wasn't a successor to the baby Austin 7, but more an addition to the range that sits somewhere between the 7 and the 10. The car has an MOT until August 2024. There are also some photographs of the restoration included in the sale, along with the original handbook. The car is guided at £5,000 to £7,000. Let's see how she'll do in front of the rostrum.
At 7,001, 7.2. It's 7.2 bid now at 7,002. The room's out. It's just you and me and the internet at 7.2. At £7,200 it is now going once. 7.2 it is now going twice. Gavels up, selling outright at £7,200 and going. 7.2, that's yours. Thank you.
Now, I haven't seen one of these in a while. This is a 2001 Vauxhall VX220. At the time these were launched, I was looking to get a Lotus Elise, and I remember people referring to these as a Lotus in drag or a cut-price Lotus, as I believe they share the same chassis and were built in the same factory as the Series 2 Lotus Elise. Interestingly though, they were both launched at the same price, which was £22,995. I ended up buying neither, but that can be a story for another day. This one has been owned by the same family from new. It was taken off the road in 2016 and has been in storage until recently. There are over 54,300 miles on the clock. I do like the styling on this, both inside and out, but given the choice, I would probably get the Lotus Elise. What do you think? The car is guided at £9,500 to £11,500. Let's see how much she goes for under the hammer.
At £10,200 on bid now, then at 10.2 it is now going once. 10.2 it is now going twice. Last time Gavels up at 10.3. Oh, 10.3. You sure? Thank you anyway. At 10,003. At 10.3, you're sure? Gavels up it goes then. It is only just provisional, but it is at £10,300 it is now and done. Thank you very much. Thank you. Your number, sir.
This 1967 Austin 1100 was getting a lot of attention, and rightly so. This one has had 4 registered keepers. In 2017, it was a Category C insurance loss, but a decision was made to fully restore the car. It's had a new clutch recently and has a valid MOT until November 2024. The odometer is showing 100,300 miles. The Austin 1100 along with the Morris 1100 were the most prolific of the ADO 16 range of small family cars built by BMC. The ADO 16 range sold 2.1 million units between 1962 and 1974. This 1100 is guided at £2,000 to £2,500. Let's find out how much she sold for.
At 25.50, I'm bid 26.50, 27.50, 28.50, 29.50. Fill it up. £3,000 bid. At £3,000 I'm bid now, then thank you anyway. Don't leave me there. At £3,000 I'm bid now at £3,000. At £3,000 it is now. It's on sale out the door, going once, twice and going at £3,000. That's yours at £3,000. Thank you. Nice little car, that.
Next up is this 1979 Vauxhall Chevette 1.3L. We drove one of these at the Great British Car Journey a few weeks ago, and whilst I've always been a fan of its looks, I'd never driven one. The Chevette really surprised me. It felt light and very easy to drive, so much so that I would happily consider one as a daily driver. This one runs and drives but will need some light recommissioning. There is a blow from the new exhaust on one of the joints. The Chevette has over 61,500 miles on the clock and has had 5 registered keepers. The car has no reserve, so let's see how she does under the hammer.
At £2,900, at 2,900, at 3,000 bid. 3,000 bid is on my left now. You're out on the internet at 3,000. At 3,000 bid, I'll take one. At 3,000 bid, it's in the room now. At 3,000 bid, wave if I don't see you. At £3,000, my bid's in the room. You're out on the net once. 3,000 only bid twice. It's selling away. Make no mistake. At 3,000 only bid. That's yours on the left. 1387.
So there you have it. Hopefully this brief snapshot has given you an idea of both the prices and the variety of cars they have for offer at Anglia Car Auctions. Please do let us know in the comments your thoughts on the cars and the prices they got. Until next time, take care and bye for now.